My hair's a mess, my skin's a mess. What else is new? So I was thinking more about limited beliefs and what becoming a new mom has done for me in terms of limiting beliefs. And again, I always hesitate to talk about this stuff because I feel like some new mothers are dealing with like actually very challenging things, like very physically, medically demanding things like reflux, colic, like preemies, feeding issues, digestive issues, like all kinds of stuff. And we had a little bit of issues around that, like feeding aversion, and her weight was really low and it like dipped, and that was very scary. And different breastfeeding issues and stuff. But I find for me, what I'm noticing again and again, especially now that she's 7 months, is the bulk of what I struggle with is like negative thinking and limited beliefs. And they're not exclusive to her. Like, I had them before I had her. And now I seem to just pile it on using her. For instance, like, I won't be able to, make enough money to have the life that we want and for her to go to the schools that we want and all of that and to travel. And I still had those thoughts before. I didn't, it's not like back when I was just supporting myself, I didn't have those thoughts. And, a general lack of belief in myself. And so I hope I'm not repeating myself too much from the last limited beliefs video I made, but my ultimate hope for this journey, becoming a new parent, adjusting, etc., is I really hope that I come on the other side just stronger and more resilient and less likely to believe in my own bullshit than before. Because these like shitty ways of thinking have always had to go. But now that I have her, it's like trying to do a marathon with a weighted vest. Like, it feels like it's nearly impossible, and it also feels like very pointless. Like, why am I gonna torture myself in addition to how difficult it already is being a new parent? So that is my hope. Because the flip side is like, oh, it's just hard and it sucks and you lose a lot of freedom and, all these negative things. Or like, people tell me I'll be like putting on a happy face, especially when acquaintances or something are like, how are you doing? Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, well, I'm getting over my postpartum depression and, things are doing better, but it still gets pretty dark for me some days. Like, I'm not going to launch into it with, 90% of whatever, these random people. So I'll be like, oh yeah, it's good. And, she looks good. She's cute. She's adorable. And she's mostly happy. And they'll look at her and they'll be like, all right, well, you got to soak it in, because wait until you're running around. Wait until you're chasing them around the room. Wait until they're getting into stuff. Wait until they start talking and they say stuff that you hate. And I mean, this should be a video in and of itself. Just like, I don't know why people think that's charming to see a new parent doing okay, and then they essentially tell them like, oh, well, it's okay now, but it's about to suck. And meanwhile, like, I've got postpartum depression. Like, you don't have to tell me that like life sucks or, whatever. You don't have to tell me that life can suck or is about to suck. Like, my thoughts are very much always revolving around that. And anyway, I think the point of the video is that's not true. Whether it's outside voices like these morons telling you like it's about to suck, or it's your inner voice telling you like you suck as a mom, your life sucks now, like look what you got yourself into, and now it's just gonna like suck even more and more. All that stuff is such a lie. And I think before I became a parent, I was able, for the most part, to just like keep on going with those terrible thought habits. And I think it's actually somewhat of a blessing in disguise now that I can't anymore. Yeah. So I hope that makes sense, and I hope it helps.